Okay, guys, this is 1385 Discovery. It's kind of on the second portion of the street. And again, this area is very, very hot for rentals. A lot of the military like to be out in this area. Pretty good views, and you'll be able to see those views from the backyard, which is kind of nice. Long story short, I actually sold this house. This used to be one of my buddy's houses, a guy named Jason. So I actually sold it to the agents that are working on it now. The good thing about this house is this neighborhood is known for having polybutylene, which is very, very common in this area. This house does not have it. This house never had it, so it was never even replaced, which is really, really good thing. So we can talk about that a little bit more, but I know personally it's not here. Don't even need an inspection for that. There you go. That one's free. Okay. Kind of living room. So the tenants are kind of in the phase of still moving out. So it kind of still looks like they're still moving out. The tenants just bought a house. So that's why they're leaving. She kind of mentioned that they haven't really had any problems as a rental. Looks like, though, probably still a few little repairs that kind of need to be made. Actually, this may have been recently redone. Oh, yeah, that's new. I don't think this was here before. Okay. Nice little kitchen with the island. And of course, you've got the dining in the kitchen. It's pretty good space. Okay, let's take you back to the rooms. Okay, bedroom number one. Just to be clear, those are not spots on the carpet. That's just like from people walking. So the camera does pick up all that. Sometimes they look like spots. Right now I don't see anything. Okay, I take that back. These are spots. So that looks like a spot. And that looks like a bit of a spot. Oh, maybe those can get cleaned. Okay. Closets are okay sized. As you can tell, they are full. Okay. A little bit of carpet fraying right here. So maybe we'll have to look at having that taken care of. I don't know if that's from a dog or something like that. Okay. Bedroom number two, which they're using as an office. Now, just kind of a side note, I do like the way that this house is oriented. It's actually north and south. So when we get our really hot western sun that'll come over from this area, it doesn't really come in through the windows too much. This one might get a little bit of the corner in there, but sometimes when that sun is setting, it gets really, really hot. And the way that this house is oriented, you're not really gonna feel or have to deal with that too much. Okay, this is your guest bathroom. Just kind of a shower head up in there. Just normal kind of surround. Nothing crazy with that. And the master. Kind of a vaulted ceiling. Eastern facing windows, so you'll probably get a little bit of morning sun. But not the hot afternoon sun. This looks like a king bed. So that's what they have right there as a king. And when my buddy used to own the house, he definitely had a king right over in this area. Okay, and the bathroom. This actually looks like they updated the bathroom a little bit. I don't recall it looking this good or this bright when my buddy had it. So it looks like they did the wainscoting, kind of replaced the tile. All that looks relatively new. Nice little jet tub. Really nice that they kind of framed up the windows. Kind of gives it a really good look. Probably use like a little bit of caulking or something like that just to kind of seal up the seams and maybe kind of slight repaint, refresh. But this looks really, really good. This looks better than when my buddy owned this home. Okay. closet. Okay, I'm gonna go step up in the garage. So the garage leads right in here into the kitchen. Okay, so you have your washer and dryer as your very first steps. Right in there. 2-car garage. It's got a little bit extra space on the side, so you can actually, put up pegboards and kind of keep some tools, which is nice. Some of our garages are literally just enough to fit 2 cars into. This one would be tight, but you'll have a little bit of space on the sides, which is kind of nice. This house does have a water softener. The interesting thing is the water softener is turned off, so we may need to look at that and make sure that it's actually functioning. Water heater, and this is the heater portion of your HVAC system. Something I'm going to point out to you is this right here. So this is like one of those clear indications that this house does not have poly, which is something that we look for before doing an inspection. All of that was copper right there, and some of them had what's called gray poly, and this one never had that, which is nice. So I don't believe that there's any of it in this house at all, but we'd have to double check. This was done with PVC, which is really, really nice. Gray poly has been known to kind of deteriorate and sometimes explode under pressure. And then the real problem is once it explodes and you start fixing it, like, it tends to keep cracking up. So again, no worries, that's not in this house, but just so you guys know. Polybutylene was something used kind of late 80s, early 90s when they discovered that it was bad. There were class action lawsuits and everything else against it, so they're not using that stuff anymore. There we go. Sorry, I struggled with the door a little bit. Might need to be adjusted. So I believe it's right behind the street that there's a thing called Post, another street called Post. That entire thing is like a separate neighborhood from the HOA. It does not have any part of it, but you can still see kind of like they've got mobile homes out there. While the backyard needs like a little love and somebody to do something with it, it's got great space and a nice big patio that you can entertain with. There's solar panels on here. We'll have to check and see if those are paid off. Great mountain views, which is really, really nice. Something we may need to look at is possibly the roof. It looks like it's a little older. I think it's probably original to the house. Maybe just have a quick little look-see and see if it's at the end of its lifespan. Maybe we can get an insurance claim to go get that taken care of, but definitely showing a little bit of wear and tear. Alright guys, I think that breaks down this house pretty well. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we will go from there. Talk to you soon.